Moving on now, a 4-year-old was killed after an alto car collided with BJP MP Hema Malini's Mercedes car in Dausa district of Rajasthan. After the alto driver registered the FIR, Dausa police has filed a case of over-speeding and negligent driving. The veteran actor sustained head injuries and was rushed to the Fortis hospital in Jaipur. Hema was travelling from Mathura to Jaipur to inaugurate a hotel. The BJP MP is out of danger, but another child travelling in the alto car is critical and her parents are receiving treatment in the hospital. The cops have questioned Hema Malini's driver and are also likely to quiz the veteran actor.
कोई भी सीरियस इंजरी नहीं है, उनकी भी कैट स्कैनिंग कराई गई तो मालूम पड़ा कोई ब्रेन इंजरी नहीं है, कोई स्पाइनल इंजरी नहीं है, कोई चेस्ट में इंजरी नहीं है। उनके फोरहेड के ऊपर टिश्यू डीप कट है और नाक में थोड़ी चोट है। तो टिश्यू डीप जो कट है उनको प्लास्टिक सर्जन स्टिच कर रहे हैं। मैं समझता हूँ चिंता करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है।
एक बच्चे की जान गई है इस दुर्घटना में। उस परिवार के लिए जो है वो लालसोट का परिवार है, उनका ख्याल किस तरीके से रखा जाए? उनका
ख्याल भी जिस ढंग से और एक्सीडेंट के लोगों के साथ में सरकार का ख्याल रखा जाना चाहिए, उस प्रकार का ख्याल रखा जाएगा। उनकी चिंता की जाएगी, उनकी मेडिकल चिंता वहाँ की जा रही है SMS मेडिकल कॉलेज के अंदर।
अल्टो गाड़ी है, उसके वो पीड़ित हुआ तो सब थोड़े सीरियस हालात हैं। उनके 2 की तो जयपुर रेफर कर दिया और 2 है मजलूम है, एक बच्ची है वो एक्सपायर हो गई। तो उसके जो परिजन आ गए तो परिजन FIR दे रहे हैं। नाम तो भाई गाड़ी ड्राइवर कौन था उस मर्सिडीज गाड़ी में, गाड़ी के नाम से दे रहे थे, गाड़ी नंबर पे कि वो गाड़ी आगरा से आ रही थी, जयपुर की तरफ जा रही थी और वो अल्टो गाड़ी जयपुर से लालसोट की तरफ आए तो कट आता तिराया आता है, तिराया पर वो लालसोट की तरफ घुमा रहे थे। तो मर्सिडीज गाड़ी थोड़ी स्पीड में थी तो उसमें ये उस गाड़ी है अल्टो गाड़ी है कंडक्टर साइड से टक्कर मार के फिर ये गाड़ी डिवाइडर को साइड में चली गई मर्सिडीज गाड़ी। नहीं, अल्टो वाला रोंग साइड नहीं आ रहा था, वो जयपुर से लालसोट वो कट आता कट की तरफ जा रहा था, कट में था।
ठीक।
तो कट से इधर लालसोट तरफ आए तो मर्सिडीज गाड़ी स्पीड से आ रही थी तो उसे टक्कर मार दी तो आगे तो घसीटती हुई चली गई। गलती तो मर्सिडीज गाड़ी वो स्पीड से आ रही बताई, जो वहाँ पे प्रत्यक्ष जन तो खड़े थे जब उन्होंने बताया कि गाड़ी स्पीड से आ रही थी। मर्सिडीज गाड़ी वो इधर से उधर घूम रहा था, राइट टर्न ले रहा था।
All right, some breaking news coming in at this moment. India today has got hold of the FIR against Hema Malini's driver. The complaint clearly states that the driver was over-speeding and driving carelessly. A case has been registered under various sections against the driver. Meanwhile, reports coming in that Hema Malini's, in fact, Dharmendra and the 2 daughters may soon, in fact, arrive at the Jaipur hospital where the Mathura MP is admitted. Let's quickly go across to Smita Sharma, who now joins us with all the latest. Smita, can you just fill us in with all the latest details? First of all, what are the contents of that FIR?
Well, Sanket, if I may just inform you very quickly that Isha Deol, who is the daughter of Hema Malini, she actually reached the hospital just a few minutes back, but she managed to dodge the media cameras because she entered in via an alternate door. As far as that FIR is concerned, or that FIR clearly mentions, the timing of this accident, which is around 40 minutes past 8 last evening. Now, the car, which was, the alto car where the family that lost its 4-year-old girl child, that car has a number plate which is registered in Rajasthan, but the car that Hema Malini was in, this was a Mercedes with a HR number plate. So it is registered in Haryana. We are yet to know as to whether this car was hired from somebody or did it belong to some local BJP party unit really. And also, it does mention, if I may tell, that this was on NH11 really, where this accident took place, which is that highway from Dausa to Jaipur, around 60 kilometers of distance, and this family that was headed towards Lalsot. Initially yesterday, remember, people who got in, the locals who brought Hema Malini, because one of them we spoke to, he was a good Samaritan. He actually drove Hema Malini in his own car, in his safari, all the way up to Jaipur. But some of those people who had come in initially, they came to media cameras and they claimed that this alto car was actually driving in the wrong direction on the highway. But later on, as you look at this FIR, this family now claims that it was a midway turn on the highway where they had to go right. And this car, which Hema Malini was in, along with 2 more staff members and the driver, who also sustained other injuries, that this car was coming in within, it was over-speeding, and that's when the collision happens. It was more like a lateral collision, really. So they say in that FIR ki ye gaadi lehrate hue aa rahi thi, trying to perhaps point out that it was reckless. Among other sections, 304A has also been, that's also one of the sections mentioned in the FIR, which would be perhaps a culpable homicide not amounting to murder. But we are expecting police officers from Dausa to come in and record statements with Hema Malini at some point today to know her version of the incident.
Okay. Now, Smita, do we know what time is Mr. Dharmendra actually expected to come there? As you just told us that the family members of Hema Malini, particularly the daughter, one of the daughter has actually come to the hospital. What time is Dharmendra expected to be there? And also, if you could just elaborate a little on that police statement that they are supposed to record.
Well, Sanket, not yesterday evening, because Vijay Punyar, who is one of the close friends of Dharmendra, he was in the hospital, and that's when he mentioned that Dharmendra, the two daughters and sons-in-law, all of them would be taking the first flight out of Mumbai. We were expecting them to land in here by around 7:30, but so far only Isha Deol has come. Perhaps the other family members would be streaming in. Remember, as far as Hema Malini is concerned, that's the hospital. If I may just ask Nikhil to try and show you the visuals of the kind of security personnel who are deployed here. It's pretty high, they're in good numbers, and they are ensuring that media cameras don't try and go in, that other people do not try and go, and at least as far as the privacy of Hema Malini is concerned. So to keep away intruders, there are security forces that are deployed in here. Perhaps in another hour or so, maybe Dharmendra and Ahona, the other daughter, they could be coming into Jaipur. No confirmation yet about the specific timings. Hema Malini, of course, who is in this hospital in room 4705 is what we are told. She is stable though. Last evening also she was pretty much conscious when visitors streamed in, including of course some lawmakers to the union, the state health ministers, the state UDH minister as well, and there was a plastic surgery because there were some stitches given to her on the deep tissue cut right hand side above the forehead, plus a little bit of a plastic surgery.
Smita, the fear actually is going to be the fact that the whole world is going to focus on Hema Malini. We'll expect through the course of the day also what sort of medical attention is the state giving to the people who are inside the Alto car, because as the FIR states and as the FIR mentions, and even the SHO in that interview to India Today quite obviously mentioned that the initial report suggests that it was Hema Malini's car that was swerving and it hit the Alto, which actually led to the death of a few people, in fact including a child, and the serious injury of a couple of others. We'll get all the latest from Smita Sharma from Jaipur. Thanks very much for joining us.